yeah, I should win just because you had the Timberwolves in the 8th seed.
Vasilevsky's been playing really well, and the Lightning have a great offense.
Yeah, it was a tremendous shot, and I've come to expect it from LeBron. I would say I wish the best for the Red Sox, but as a Yankees fan, that's really hard for me to do.
The biggest addition to me is Jalen Brunson.
Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, and that's all I have to say. He's still a top 5 quarterback in this league, and there's nothing really anyone can do about it.
Why'd you have to name him? Like, seriously? Like, thanks, man.
Who would have thought 5 years ago that the Clippers and Nets would be facing in the finals?
How is Joe Burrow going to get the ball to them if his butt is already on the ground?
Crazy. And for the fans at home,
Hello, I'm Cy Mendenhall, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our MLB Opinions of the Week. I'm Kevin, and I'm joined by the man that is not a rookie as well, Austin.
Yeah, this has kind of been, I talked to Kevin, this has been a very impressive year for rookies. Maybe the year of the rookie in the MLB. There are so many of the guys that are playing extremely, extremely well. Just from pitchers, you have Luis Hill, Paul Skeens, Shoto Imanaga. For field players, you have Jackson Merrill with the Padres, who's playing utterly outstanding right now, one of their best players. You have Mason Wynn, one of the best defenders in baseball, and it just seems like there's a lot of guys right now that are making an impact. And I can't help but think that the new incentives to bringing a rookie up as soon as possible is kind of helping that.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. And there have definitely been some out of this world players that immediately come off right off the bat. I would say Jackson, Chirios, like that, Mason Wynn too. But there have been guys that they're doing well now, but they did struggle. The thing that comes to mind was Wyatt Langford. He didn't really get going till he got off the injured list and then had to go back through the minors. But I do agree it is an incentive, and I would also say in a scouting thing of players getting better. I would say Jackson Chirios, I believe, was given a contract before he played.
Yeah.
And was he was not in the trade for Corbin Burns, or was he? I thought he's a homegrown.
He was not.
Okay, yeah, he's a homegrown brewer. And then, of course, we've seen that before. I'm thinking of Corbin Carroll was another guy. But yeah, another guy that also struggled is Jackson Holiday. He was the number one prospect, and he did not do well when he first was called up, but now he's playing better now. So it seems like it doesn't take as long for high-profile prospects to figure it out now.
Yeah, I would say so. And maybe that's because of the extra analytics and great coaching that is in the league, but also I think it is part of the fact that the incentives are there to call a guy up as soon as he's playing well to try to get a new draft pick.
Yeah, and we won't really see how that happens. I know the Orioles got a draft pick, but we won't see what comes of those draft picks till for a few more years. But we also there have been, I would say, Mason Wynn and Chirios are on the high end. There's also Jackson Merrill. There's also Austin Wells. I'm looking at the WAR right now, WAR leaders for rookies this season. Mason Wynn's number 1, Chirios 2, Jacob Young is 3, and then Austin Wells is at 8. But it's very interesting, and I like it because it's great seeing young guys come in and dominate.
Yeah, and they really have, all those guys, or a large majority of those guys have really helped their team push for a playoff spot or to stay fighting. I know Mason Wynn, if he wasn't on the Cardinals, they would be far and away much worse than they are right now. So
Yeah,
do you think this impacts even more teams to call up rookies faster if possible, or to call prospects, I should say?
I think so, and I also think it forces them to work on their development and how can we get these guys even better for when they come up. And I'm trying to think. I'm thinking of the Angels because they call up their guys like even a year, and same thing with the Rangers. They got lucky with Wyatt Langford, it really helps the team now and it extends the life of that player, hopefully. So to me, it would be also an emphasis on how can we get these guys we have up here quicker. How does that help them with the food? And then also you get to add to your prospect pool. So I do think, man, GMs are going to be like, okay, I need this guy here so he can compete, and then I can get even more players.
Yeah, I think this will be an overall positive, and I'm glad that rookies are being called up faster, especially when they deserve it.
Yes, and it really adds to just the hype around the player in the game. And to me, for Wyatt Langford, it's awesome to see what he's doing at relatively a young age. And I'm sure you feel that same way with Gill and Austin Wells.
Yeah, Heel and Wells have been amazing for this team, and I definitely think that they are definitely a part of why we are doing well overall.
But yeah, let us know your thoughts. Do you want players to take more rest and take more time in the minor leagues? Because we've also seen teams jump up from Double-A, or players from Double-A. Wyatt Langford didn't really spend much time in the minors. Same thing with Paul Skeens. Oh yeah, and then I forgot, Jack Leiter struggled and is still struggling a little bit. He's not at the level like where Paul Skeens was dominating. Same thing with Shota Amananga. But Shota feels a little bit different just because he was in another league, but he is still relatively a rookie.
Yeah, I mean, his ERA is now below 3. It's 2.99. So, I mean, the Cubs definitely signed a good one there.
Yeah, and that's all we got. We'll keep updated. It's going to be tough with Rookie of the Year, but we appreciate you listening. Keep following us for more. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.